Hi, today I want to show you how you can get the device ID of the native mobile device inside of your WeWeb mobile application using the Despia plugin. Let's get right started with that. It's super simple. Now, first of all, we need to make sure that we have the Despia plugin installed. If you don't have already, you can do this with the WeWeb Marketplace. Now, I already have it installed. If I'm going to go on Assets, on Library, I will be able to click on this book symbol here, and I will see that I have the Despia provider library installed. That is very important. Now, if we close this, you will see that if I click on Add, I will be able to go to the Assets panel here. You're probably already in the Basic panel. You can then go from Basics to Assets, and then you see Despia Provider, Despia Native, and I have this Despia plugin that I'm just going to drag inside of my page. This can be a new page or an existing page. I'm just going to release it, and now I have the package, the plugin inside of here, giving me the native functionalities and the native device variables. Now, let's get the device ID. In this example, I'm going to go back to basics, and I'm just going to add a text inside of here. I'm clicking on the text, and now I'm going to set the text by clicking on here, making that dynamic. And now I'm going to go on the variable panel, and you see that if I go on the section here, we now have the Despia plugin variables, which are the native variables exposed. And we see that we have Despia plugin device ID, and this will give me the device ID. In the browser, it will say example device ID, but if you run this in the Despia mobile application, it will show the actual device ID. And this formula is exactly what you would also send to your backend if you want to relate the device ID to the user ID that is in the authentication session, to link those devices to prevent account sharing or prevent abuse of any free plan or something like that. It's a very cool feature. Let's close that. Let's make sure that we update our WeWeb application by clicking on Publish to WeWeb subdomain or your primary domain. And now the nice thing about Despia is we have updates over the air, meaning if you change anything with the plugins coming from the package, you do not need to go into Despia and rebuild your app. That is not needed because all the changes that you do in WeWeb are remotely already deployed to your application. You don't have to go and rebuild the application, so you're saving time because it doesn't have to go through App Store approval, even though it's 100% compliant with the rules and regulations. So now let's open my device, let's open the application, and as you can see, we will now be able to see the unique device ID right inside of here for this specific device. And that is how simple you can implement getting the device ID inside of your native WeWeb mobile application thanks to the Despia plugin that you can now get on the WeWeb Marketplace. Take care and see you in the next video.